Can't quite tell if the womanly figure holding the key in front of the torchlit dungeon door is wearing a mask that looks like a skull with antlers, or if that's her actual head. But either way, kind of creepy. Good evening, everybody. I am very excited tonight because I am going to drag you all back into the world of the hives. You saw in the prior video, link here, that I did on a new hive song that I obviously love the hives, and I referenced tonight's song in that video because it is just so good that I had to get back to it. The song is called Countdown to Shutdown. It is another release, I believe the second release off of their new album, The Death of Randy Fitzsimmons, and it is a banger. It is just a phenomenal song. You'll see it talks about a lot, can kind of be encapsulated in the idea that people generally may suck, and society, capitalism may fail us a lot, but life can still be a shitload of fun. What are we going to pair with that song? And tonight I went with a beer. Haven't had it before. First time having a beer from this brewery. It is called The Devil You Know. So I was going by the name of the beer and what it inspired in me compared to some of the themes of the song. And to paraphrase Winston Churchill, capitalism is the worst possible economic form until you look at the alternatives. But having said that, this beer, The Devil You Know, by Burnish Brewing Company out of Salisbury, Maryland. Can art's pretty cool. Can't quite tell if the womanly figure holding the key in front of the torchlit dungeon door is wearing a mask that looks like a skull with antlers, or if that's her actual head. But either way, kind of creepy. So what do we know about burnished? Burnish means to make something shiny or lustrous, especially by rubbing. And I can tell in what I've looked at online that the guys who started this originally started the planning and construction phases in 2019. Didn't pick that name by accident. They've been working on making this brewery shiny and lustrous. They actually opened in October of 2021 and were very quickly earning awards. They started during COVID building out an old boat warehouse and converting it into a brewery, tap room, and restaurant that features a tap room with a weathered industrial look. And they took the big rolling garage doors and made them glass. So that there's huge openings that they can open up during nice weather that lead directly onto their beer garden. Looks like a great place. I haven't been there personally, but if I find myself down in Salisbury, Maryland, I just might do that. They also have a wood-fired pizza oven. And in 2022, readers of Coastal Style magazine voted Burnish Beer Company Best Happy Hour and Best New Restaurant in Wicomico County. Then in 2023, the same publication's readers voted them best atmosphere, best bar, and best local brewery. So they must be doing something a little bit right. But let's talk about this beer. The Devil You Know, 6.9% American IPA. Here's their description. You know what they say, better the devil you know. So it's dry hopped totally with citra hops for an unforgiving citrus explosion. Probably going after the fact that citra is a extremely popular hop. You'll see so many IPAs that feature citra hops on the market that maybe that influenced where they were going with the name. But let's take a look. They don't say anything about the grain bill, so I am going to guess that it's probably a hazy IPA as opposed to a West Coast IPA. Categorizing it simply as an American IPA leaves us wondering a little bit. But let's pour and find out. Ooh, it's a hazy. Not a great pour, but yeah, it's hazy, not super hazy. It's not opaque. Substantial head, pretty coarse bubbles that are pretty rapidly. Oh, I can smell the citra from here. Pretty rapidly dissipating. A little bit rocky, but still quickly dissipating. Good looking beer, all in all. Oh, yeah. A lot of fresh orange, fresh lemon, a little bit of hay or grassiness, not really resinousness, not piney, but definitely some vegetal, but good vegetal, like fresh mown hay type of aroma. Highly carbonated, definitely very active head, even though it dissipates fairly quickly. You saw I just poured a little bit more in, and that rose right up, and is very rocky, which is pretty darn attractive if you ask me. Hmm, that's good. It hides at 6.9. It feels lighter than that. Doesn't feel like a 6.9% beer. You do get a nice bit of malt up front, bready, fresh bread flavor. But pretty quickly disappears into a, as they put it, citrus explosion. Yes, it's tons of citrus. I get a little bit of fresh bread up front, and then it just goes straight into tangerine, orange, lemon, lime. And then that gives away fairly quickly to a firm but not overpowering bitterness. They don't give me an IBU listing on this beer. If I had to guess, I would say it's not terribly high, maybe 45, 50, which is, in the grand scheme of things, is up there, but it's certainly not massive for an IPA to be significantly higher than that. So the bitterness is firm. It's fairly dry finish that does inspire you to take another drink, which I shall. It's very enjoyable. That is not a bad IPA at all. If you like IPAs, this is solid. Solid. Follow me on Untapped to get my scores and whatnot. If you don't know what Untapped is, leave a comment and I'll explain. Also, if you like what I'm doing here, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, share, do all that good stuff. But I can't control my enthusiasm any longer. It is time to get to the music. If you don't like the Hives, you've got to question your life choices. All right, let's get it. That is just so much fun for a great song. Gotta love it. You don't love it, you've got problems. I love the way they inject humor into the video without compromising the kick-ass nature of the song. And then the references. I mean, it's definitely it's a thinker. Did you pay attention to the pop-ups and the lyrics that were going on there? Referencing Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Just brilliant. And the commentary it makes relative to my perception of the theme of the song is just amazing. It brings me to a new feature, Dr. T's impact line of the song. I'm going to highlight in each episode a line of the lyrics that really hits home somehow. And for this song, the impact line is, "What's the view like from up there? Well, he can't see the bottom of the stairs." Now, it's in reference to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Like, as you saw, the bottom of the pyramid, the bottom of the stairs, is those very basic physiological needs. Food, shelter, that kind of thing. Then it steps up to safety. Steps up from there to love and belonging. It steps up from there to esteem. And then the very top of the pyramid, the top of the stairs, is self-actualization, getting everything that you want, knowing what you want and getting it. And that line is basically saying that you lose sight of what it's like to have to worry about your physiological needs and your safety needs. You lose sight of those things. You can't see the bottom of the stairs from the view at the top. And that just perfect, beautiful, amazing songwriting. I also love the fact that they had the cameo from their old bassist. There'll be links below to some of their older songs that I'm sure you know. And if you don't, shame on you. Songs like Tick Tick Boom and Hate to Say I Told You So. Just fantastic. But anyway, love that video. Love the song. The new album is a banger. Death of Randy Fitzsimmons. Check it out. And check this beer out. It is good. It's a solid hazy IPA. Not overly sweet. Not super fruity like some of these. Not completely devoid of bitterness like some of these. It is dry. Has a nice firm bitter finish. Lots of citrus. And a healthy bit of fresh bread and hay in there, which really make it good, make it interesting, make it a little bit different. The hay notes aren't something you get every day in hazy IPAs. But that's it. If you like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. New content coming out at least once a week. New features coming down the pike. But comment. Let me know what you're thinking. You want to fight? Let's fight. Let's do something. Let's talk. But until then, keep drinking.